Hi YouTube world. So I just finished a live stream and it occurred to me that I should probably give an update about this situation. There is a minor new development that I don't want to leave any loose ends or missing information from. It's an important situation, so I just want to provide the update. So this is about my autoethnography, which was written as a class assignment for a sociology course I took in 2006 to write about the most difficult thing one ever experienced in one's life. And for me, up until more recent years, that would have been my coming out as gay in high school. And so that's what I wrote about for that assignment. And it's quite a moving piece. It brought the class to tears when I read it to them back then. And it's called Polar Bear Diaries because of this quote that I wrote in my diary. Like, it's based on my diaries that I kept as a teenager. I felt like so when I went to the first night after I went to the youth group for gay and lesbian kids, I wrote in my diary, I felt like a polar bear from a zoo in Mexico City released in the Arctic for the first time. At first the cold is a shock to him, but soon he feels more at home than ever before. Okay, so kind of a strange, unusual metaphor, but it worked. And so it's kind of quirky, kind of like how I am, so I decided more recently to call it Polar Bear Diaries, based on that quote. And okay, so anyways, I made it into a video a few years ago. Everything's anonymous in the video. You don't hear my voice. It's a computer voice. And even all the names have changed, even my own name. That was to protect my anonymity because I made this into a video in 2018 when I was in the closet about being a Trump supporter. And it was like in that context that I was first posting, like in 2018, first posting this video version of my autoethnography. So I just didn't want people to be able to recognize me because I was scared that they might attack me for being a Trump supporter. So that's why it was like fully anonymous. Like, I made everybody anonymous. Like, other people's names have been changed too. That's just out of courtesy in case they don't want to be recognized. But even myself I made anonymous to protect my safety for that reason. Anyways, I just the other day was trying to post it. I did a live stream of it, and then I tried to post it on Facebook, and oh, you can't see it here. I should fix that. So Facebook. Yeah, you need to see that part at the bottom there. When I tried to post it, Facebook came up with, it wouldn't let me. It said a security check is required to proceed. Okay, well, how do you do the security check? They don't tell you. They don't show you. They don't provide you a link. There's nothing. There's no security check that's going to happen. So it's just basically a way of censoring you, stopping you from speaking, stopping you from being able to share something. And like, how outrageous is that? And I don't want to go through the whole thing again, but I've already explained it in another live stream. You can look it up if you want to. I'll put all these. I know I haven't yet, but I'll this evening I'll put them all into my Tommy Talks playlist. But I mean, it's an example basically of woke homophobia, like homophobia from the woke side of the political spectrum, and I was quite upset. It's quite upsetting because it's a really personal story that a lot of heart went and sweat and tears and pain went into. And but anyways, I have good news, which is, first of all, I think really two pieces of good news. The first one is that a whole bunch of people came to my support on Facebook, including like people that I used to go to high school with, who know that like this is really my story. Like I'm not faking. So they came to my support publicly on Facebook with comments, and including a former teacher of mine, and so that felt good. And then the other thing was that the next day when I tried to post it, I think that would have been yesterday, I tried to post it again on Facebook, I wasn't sure what they were going to do, if they were going to allow it or if they're going to say security check again and stop it. I didn't know. I was nervous. But they did allow it. They did allow it. So they relented on their censorship in this case. And, I mean, it was ridiculous in the first place, but they did, in the end, do the right thing. So that's good. And, I mean, I would say, I think censorship is, just in general, like, it's coming up, coming up against the limits of what it can do, right? Like, if I get censored much more, people are going to come to my defense. Like, it's just, it's intolerable. This was absolutely intolerable. I mean, all censorship is repugnant as far as I'm concerned, but this was especially intolerable. And people did rally to my support. And so I would just say, these social media companies that are so quick to censor somebody, I really think that they need to be thinking twice about what they're doing. Because you're making me into a martyr, and people are going to start rallying to my support, and as they did in this case, and so it's really coming up against its limits of just how much censorship can go on. And so I would advise the social media companies to back off from your censorship of me. Just back off, bitches. Okay? I do win in the end, as I did in this case. All right, that's all I have to say is good news, yo. Good news. Don't often have that. So that's good. All right, peace out.